Yo, yo, what's up?
All right, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Good, because we're live.
Oh, perfect. How's it going?
Good, how are you, my friend?
Here on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. I like this music, by the way. This is really good. I know. One day it'll all be fixed. It'll be back into the groove of things. There we go. Can you hear me now? Oh, fantastic. I got you. So we're back on a Tuesday, Social Reload Show. How is everyone doing? How's everything going? I hope swell. By the way, did you realize that we had 172 viewers already? Up from 164? Yeah, so it's a lot of hard work that we've been doing and getting things done and whatnot, so. But we are live. Yeah, man, it's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Well, we were supposed to be live yesterday, but I was like, I was tired. I fell asleep at like 5:30. I don't even remember, going to bed in the bunker. You know what I mean? I just woke up in the bed. I was like, wow, what happened? Yeah. So I woke up and I'm like, it's time to go to work. No, it's 12 o'clock. Oh, great. So, yeah, go get some water and because I had everything planned out. I was going to set everything all set up, get ready to go, and of course you'd probably laugh your ass off if I've fallen asleep on the microphone, wouldn't you? Yeah, you'd probably laugh your ass off, wouldn't you? That's happened before, actually. No, it was back when I was at the BRN doing Busch Gardens and the BRN, right? And so I was doing the satellite show for Matt Major, okay? And so we went to commercials, and I was really tired, getting, not a whole lot of sleep, right? So then I get up to Matt Major, he gets a commercial, and then all you hear is... This is live, too. The microphone's still hot,
Right. And nothing, or were you snoring?
No, I was snoring on the microphone.
Oh, fantastic.
And then Matt comes on, he goes, Bull, are you there? And there's complete silence. So he just started going in with his show, and then I'm like, oh, hey, what's going on? I had microphone problems. How are you?
Having microphone problems.
Yeah.
The age-old excuse.
So it's
as old as time.
It happens. I mean, it happens to the best of us.
It definitely does happen.
Yeah, it's not an easy gig doing radio because it's
I
not.
see Belly's there. How you doing, Belly?
Is Belly there? Yeah, maybe.
He was, at least.
He was.
He's done a testing. Well,
Yeah.
testing. Back to you. I hope we're sounding good today.
Sounded
it's a
with a
Tuesday.
golden
That's all I can
pipes.
say. It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
I guess he got a little bit of heat for something you said on one of your Bulls thoughts, and
What did I
he
say?
responded back to it on his TikTok today, and
Oh God, what is his panties in an uproar now?
it wasn't his actually. It was a commenter. I don't know that I want to get into it because it's going to spark a whole different kind of conversation. But
Okay, well just
check him out.
you brought it up, so I mean,
Belly on the TikTok there.
What was the
If you
deal?
want to know what he said, it's it's deplorable. But
It's deplorable. What do you like, Area 51 with this? You and Belly just sort of like, just conspiring against the show host over here? I mean, what's going on?
We are not conspiring against you, no.
Okay, so then what's the
Why
heat
are you,
then?
what are you feeling guilty? Are you
No, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell you guys are talking about because you give me...
It was on Facebook. I saw it as I was scrolling.
Well, I
today.
don't pay attention to all that mess.
Oh,
It's hard enough trying to put stuff on there, let alone try to... I mean, because when I work all day long and stuff like that, so,
All right, what's up? What's up there, Lost Soul? Good to have you. Glad to see
Sounding
you on
good.
a Tuesday. Thank you for joining.
So, okay, so you opened up this can of worms about
No, I
this... Yeah, about this heat that he has.
He didn't have any heat. Well, he was just playing tit for tat or whatever with somebody that commented on a.
Oh, see, I thought you meant he had heat with me. I was like,
No. He wasn't. No, it was, but it had something to do with, I guess, something that you had said on one of your Bulls thoughts recently.
Was it? Okay. I mean, I would like to know what it was, so that way I could recall.
Go find Belly on TikTok, and you too shall. Or scroll under.
So you paid attention to him, I guess. I mean,
Well, of course, when that boy talks, I need to know. Because there was a time he was saying some nasty things about us. If you don't
Well, remember. I do remember, but those things are like that typically happens in radio because
he was saying the Batman and Robin meme.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's like it's like Tuttle, right? Tuttle used to get up on there and be like, oh, this and that, and create all this craziness and chaos. You know what I mean? Or trying to work. I
think we lost Belly because he has not commented on anything I've said.
I think he has too. And then
good riddance is what I say.
Yeah, and then he gets butthurt when he gets off the air. You know what I mean?
You think Belly gets butthurt?
I think he did. Yeah.
I think that boy has a remarkable amount of seems to be patience. I don't know if it's true, but he does.
He does have patience. Yeah, I mean it's. It's
not to say.
What?
That I agree with anything he says. I don't know that I can say that.
I haven't watched any
I don't know
of
that
his...
I can say I don't agree with anything. But I definitely don't agree with everything.
I don't watch a lot of his TikToks whenever he does a TikTok. I don't even
give
know.
him a view. They're pretty. They're some of them. I mean, some of them got their merit. Like I said, like I can't say I hate everything.
Don't compare me to Tuttle. He's the Tuttle. He's a Tuttle of the BRL.
I don't remember Tuttle. If I do, I didn't know him by that name.
Oh, you would have known Tuttle if you would have seen him. Tuttle, you could net. It's like Tuttle and what was his name? B. Fudd were the two people that you will never ever forget, at all. Like, they'd had some crazy names like Ass Chin and stuff like that.
You underestimate the amount of my forgetfulness.
No, buddy, because the Tuttle will on the air throw you under the bus every chance that he gets, and you will learn to hate him.
Well, yeah, anybody that would do that, though, you know what I mean? Like, even more so, I would forget about them. I would literally not give them any space in my brain.
My TikTok hasn't mentioned Bull's thoughts.
Oh, my bad, Belly. I thought the title to it had something to do, or maybe I just, as I was scrolling, I saw something.
Shots fired.
And then associated it with your thing. My bad. I thought it had something to do with your Bull's thoughts. I thought the title said something about replying to. I can't remember now. Like I said, I was just scrolling through, and so maybe I saw you commenting about a Bull's thoughts, maybe. Or making a post about one, and then right behind it, I saw a Belly post, and I just kind of put them together in my brain.
No, the other Bull's thoughts that it was just on August 19th.
My apologies to everybody. I thought it had something to do with Bull's thoughts, and anyway, that's what brought it to my head though, because you started talking, and I was like, oh yeah, Bull's thoughts, Belly, equation, obviously misfire, but whatever.
It's okay.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I mean,
apologies all around.
Yeah, I mean, Matt's a little bit, were you pre-gaming before? I mean,
what does that mean?
Pre-gaming, like before we went live. Were you pre-gaming?
Like giving myself a pep talk in a mirror or something? Like
really, you don't know what pre-gaming is? I mean, come on, people are listening to
pre-gaming. It depends on the game I'm about to play.
Well, I'm saying like when
this game that I play here,
the Bartender show, when they would. Before they go live, they'd always pregame before they go.
A couple drinks, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I don't. No, I haven't had any drinks.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about grabbing one though. I am parched.
Yeah, that is sort of. Yeah, my mouth is a little bit dry too.
Oh.
What?
He thinks he titled it Belly's Thoughts, and maybe so. My brain just stopped reading after the B.
Where did he get that one from? Belly's Thoughts.
You know what I mean? Like I just remembered. Anyway. So, still, apologies all around where they're required, and go check it out, Belly on TikTok.
Thanks for, coming up cheap on that name. you're kind of this is the kind
Well,
of
he did it for you. He wants you to pay attention.
this is the kind of stuff
He's like,
that
Daddy, look at me.
this is the kind of tunnel stuff would
what I
would do.
No,
He-
it's not.
yes, he would. He would throw you under the bus, and then if he would get in
Didn't throw you
trouble,
under the bus.
no. I'm saying he would throw you under the bus, right?
Uh-huh.
And then if
But
he
what way
got
is
in
that
trouble.
Billy?
No, easy there. And then he would sit there and do something like this, where go, oh look, Belly's thoughts. Oh look, here it is, Daddy. Here's everything you need, and just sort of feed it to Bubba. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then so that's
Well,
how
I will say.
that's how tunnel works.
I will say that Belly thinks of your opinion. I would say, I'm not going to say highly or negatively or anything like that because I'm not going to speak for him. But I can definitely tell you that with the title like Belly's Thoughts, it was like a hey, look at me to you as kind of like a joke and an homage kind of a thing.
Well, about goddamn time I get the fucking respect.
Well, but if you don't even understand it, what's it for?
I understand it. Yeah, his thoughts are better.
You do now after I said it.
Well, because I wasn't paying attention to it, motherfucker.
Well, yeah,
So-
maybe you should. Maybe sometimes you just got to read it.
I wasn't paying attention to it. I wasn't even looking at it. I mean,
So, are you even looking at it?
No, I wasn't looking at it. No. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't looking at it one
I'm
bit
not gonna lie. I was not looking at it
at all. I don't care how big it was. I wasn't looking at it. So.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Your thoughts are better, Belly. Well, I mean, in a political crying sense, sure, yeah, with a diaper on it.
Crying sense with a diaper on. Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Like
how much more can you talk about
everything he says,
politics?
But I definitely agree with some of the stuff he says, and either way, it's always entertaining. He's doing a good job.
He
trying to
is.
put it
He's
together.
doing. Yeah.
And he's doing it. And he's doing it.
Yeah,
So,
he's good. It's really
He's
good
doing
content,
something, and
especially.
I can't ever look negatively at anybody for that. If you're trying, you're trying. Let's go.
Yeah, do your thing, big dog.
That's the only thing that keeps this thing moving along is that people keep trying. The moment we stop, which it seems to be.
What?
Anyway,
Seems to be stopping.
I'm getting nervous about it. Let's just say.
No, it's just
more and more are caring less and less
listen. Last night,
Scary. It's
last
scary
night
time to be alive.
was just sort of on me because I thought I had enough energy to do it. You know what I mean?
You know what? It's funny. Actually, hold on. I have to say something too. And at the same time, they're caring about everything that doesn't matter. Like they're, you know what I mean? Like they really, 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 really want to talk about certain stuff that just has no bearing on any part of life, really. Just a hey, look at me kind of a thing. But they're not actually thinking about like doing stuff. Like I was saying about doing stuff. Like I just commends for doing stuff. Like we got to keep doing stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I was there. Then all of a sudden, because I mean, like, you went to Halloween Horror Nights on Sunday, right? And then didn't get back to the hotel till like, 2:00 or so. And of course, you're still up, so whatnot. And then,
Is this going somewhere?
Well, I was just sort of.
It had anything to do with what I was just saying?
Yeah, I was saying about last night, man. That's what I was just saying, man. It's comment. Gosh, dog, don't shoot me, dude. Come on, really?
You shot me and then said nothing. All right.
I didn't shoot you.
How was Halloween Horror Nights, Bull?
Why? You don't want to talk about Halloween Horror Nights?
It's fine. It was just an odd, interrupting segue.
Well, it wasn't really interrupting because we were talking about how we need to stay consistent. And I was just saying that how.
And
I was just tired.
Halloween Horror Nights, Bull.
It was great. It was fantastic. Had a good time. Did 9 out of the 10 houses. So it was really good. Well worth the money. And by the way, for the people who were saying that opening weekend is packed with like 80-minute lines, no. The highest the highest was like I think 70 was the highest. But
we're going to the local one here Friday.
Oh, this Friday?
Yeah.
I'm going to the one here locally, Busch Gardens, the end of the month, I think. Yeah.
At the end of the month. Yeah, we're going on Friday.
Yeah. So you got to take some video and, post it. So, and hashtag
I don't
all that
know.
stuff.
I think they make you sign an NDA as you're walking in.
Oh, really?
It is Busch Gardens after all.
But no, it was good. It was really good. The scares were really good. I mean, I just walked through there like it was, another cool thing to look at because, it's
How was the budget?
it's off the Richter scale. I mean,
good.
It was just, it was really probably the best years they've had. I think.
No.
Yeah, because
So?
I have a couple of comments for the houses, but I mean, for the most part, I think they did really well in comparison coming out of COVID. Because last year a lot of the flexible plexiglass was in the way, so it kind of took the scares out of there. And then the year before that, they only had 2 houses open. So.
Right.
So I think they did a very good job, putting all their eggs in one basket and seeing what happens and going on from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
You get any good video?
Yeah, I got video on the Facebook page. The only thing that I thought was the Halloween house. I thought there was a little bit too many Michael Myers. Because like everywhere you pop out, there was Michael Myers, coming at you with a knife.
Right on.
A little bit too many copies of Michael. Now, I do have to tell you, at the end of the room, at the end of the maze, they have an entire mirrored room, right, with like a couple of Michaels that are in statues, right, and they sit there and stand in front of the mirrors. So it makes it look really, really creepy once you walk in there because you see all these Michaels reflected off of each mirror. But they have a couple of them that are actually, working there, and they come out, from standing still. Does that make sense?
Do any of these houses use any of that Pepper's Ghost mirror trick stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. There was... Which one was it? The Blumhouse?
The what?
The production company called the Blumhouse Productions?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, they have Freaky was one of their houses, and the Black Phone was another one. That was a creepy. You ever seen that movie, The Black Phone?
No, I haven't. I don't.
That's true. Yeah,
I'm too productive to watch movies, so. I mean, not that I don't enjoy them. We've talked about this. It's not that I don't enjoy them, but lately, it's like I feel like, I don't know, for the last couple years, if there's a movie on and I'm sitting there and watching it within 15 minutes, even if I want to see the movie, 100% want to see it, I'm falling asleep. It's like, because it's the first time I've allowed myself to sit still and not really use my brain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, other than the basic, like, which movie is this out of the 4 movies that are being regurgitated constantly, right?
Right, exactly.
So I'm like, okay, which movie is this? All right, there's the protagonist, there's the antagonist, here's the problem, okay, and then I just go to sleep,
I did that one time with, we were, ironically, with, you know who Gene Lasker is?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. So, me, Gene Lasker, Trace, Caveman, went to go see, what was the guy's name? Who was the sorcerer guy? You know what I'm talking about from Marvel? Have you ever seen Marvel or seen trailers of Marvel movies? Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Thank you, Tree Rocks, to the producer on the other side of the glass, inside the 25-foot bunker, deep down.
Was it Doctor Strange?
Yes, Doctor Strange. It was. We were doing something with Gene Lasker. He comments on the movie, and we got approved by MC. But anyways, I fell asleep throughout most of that movie, to be honest with you, inside the theater. And it wasn't.
I believe it.
And it wasn't good the next day. So.
You weren't good the next day?
No, it wasn't good the next day. What
does that mean?
Bubba talked about it.
Screw it up somehow?
No, Bubba talked about it for like an hour and a half on the morning show.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you had no input. You had no way to contribute.
No, I was.
Well, but
you weren't passed out.
Yeah. All right.
So, but I walked out of one time. That was the
Oh, I walked out of a movie once.
which one was it? The one
It
that
was
Kevin Costner.
Oh, fuck you, bro. Shut up. Waterworld?
Yeah, I walked out of that one.
You mean it's like because you're scared of the future? Or?
No, I'm not scared of the future. It was just a horrible production.
I guess. I don't know what the hell you were expecting.
This is the
I'm
black
thinking about
phone.
Susie's tonight.
Wait, you can't see the screen, can you?
I mean, you just gotta share it.
Yeah, my bad. I always forget about sharing the goddamn screen.
I know.
Why do I not do that? Hold on.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, I know. It's tragic. Why wouldn't it let me come up?
It really, it really is.
What?
It really is.
A tragic?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is. That's why. All right, here we. Hold on. Stand by.
I'm
There we go.
standing.
All right. How's that
Right.
for you? Is that you like that better?
I can see it.
Oh, good. That's good. All right. So this is the black phone. This is the one that I watched, the newest movie. It it was a different type of horror / suspenseful movie.
What's new? The flyer.
The papers call him the grabber.
I wish you wouldn't call him that.
You don't actually believe that story, do you? Because he can't hear you, and he doesn't really take kids that safe.
So what is the situation here?
Now this, I don't want to go too much, just in case I don't want Universal to sue me, but so this guy with the black van, right? He has some sort of complex where he can I don't know how you say it, but have different mental problems, like different people in his head, So
Okay,
I
so
guess
multiple
it's
personality disorder.
yeah, something like that. But they didn't really go into
Schizophrenia.
yeah, but they didn't really go into like what's wrong with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's pretty self-explanatory to me.
well, I mean, the guy starts taking these kids from this town, and
That's also a problem.
yeah, and they start disappearing.
Okay.
So this kid, right? This is his story, I guess, because he got kidnapped and brought down to this basement where it's soundproof and stuff like that. So then this black phone on the wall starts ringing, and only he can hear it.
Only the kid.
Yeah, only the kid can hear it. And so the ghosts of the other kids are telling him how to survive to beat him, to beat the guy who's called the grabber.
Solve the puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting premise.
Oh, it was really good. I like it. Usually
And
with
this is obviously Universal. I see.
yeah, this is Universal. Yeah.
So this is what one of the houses were based on.
Right. This is.
So they did a Weekend house, right? The Weekend music.
I didn't go into that one.
Oh my goodness! Why? Because it said the Weekend.
No, because it was over 60 minutes.
I bet it was fucking dope.
I bet it was worthless.
I bet it. Why would you even say that?
It was probably
You didn't even know
horrible.
about this movie till you went in the house and you're like, oh, let me go check it out.
No, I didn't. I knew.
You might have walked through there and been like, oh shit, let me check out the Weekend.
No, the Weekend was horrible. I would not even
Oh,
dare
you
go
don't
on
even
the
know that. You
line.
didn't go.
I didn't want to go on the. I'd have to take like 12,000
Horrible if
ibuprofens.
you didn't go.
It's
That's like saying those
horrible.
meatballs are terrible, but you had the salad. How do you know that the meatballs were terrible?
Because they look horrible and they smell horrible.
Oh my god, shut up. I can't with you.
Stupid Weekend
Like,
house.
that is the most
How?
bullheaded
Hold
thing.
on. How are you going to make a haunted house out of the Weekend? There ain't
I don't
nothing
know.
scary
That's
about
what I
that
was gonna
mug.
ask you. Literally what I was going to
That's
ask you.
stupid
but since
little-
you didn't go. How can I ask?
It's a stupid little haunted house. God, I swear.
Oh my
Waste
God,
of production.
A haunted house is a haunted house.
No, it's a waste of
right?
production with that. You
A
can't sit
haunted house is
there.
a haunted house.
No, it's different.
It's not.
Yes, it is. You can't sit there and have a haunted house from a
I
freaking
swear to God. I can't with you,
a
dude.
band that.
He goes, I'm going to go to AJ Shen and I'm going to cover everything. But fuck the Weekend house.
Don't
Not
care about the
doing that.
fucking Weekend.
I can't.
I'm trying to get to the Weekend here. let's see.
Not everybody wants to pay $5,000 to go to fucking HHA.
Dude,
I needed you to experience it
Hey.
for those of us that can't do that.
You know that where the hell is? Okay, there it is, right there. You realize that
Listeners, we got 4 people right now.
Hey, listen.
On the edge of their seats, wanting to know how the weekend.
God damn
how
it! Listen.
Like fuck that.
It was $700 for a group of 3 to buy express passes.
The hell
Okay.
what didn't you understand about what I just said?
I'm trying to tell you something.
Go ahead. You're gonna tell me the same thing I just said, that it's super expensive?
No, that's just for express passes.
Right.
That's not including your ticket.
Exactly. I know. Yeah.
And I got done. We all got done with the houses. The group of us, before like 1 o'clock. 9 houses,
and then you still said.
and
you
it was
still
a
skip the weekend.
and it was sold out.
It was sold out.
Yeah,
for
it
the
was
opening
sold out.
night?
No, for the opening weekend.
But you said it wasn't even crowded.
No, it wasn't really that crowded.
So
To be
then
honest
sold
with you.
out. Sold out is a third of the capacity it used to be.
Maybe that's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I didn't think about that.
Lost Soul says, "Damn it, Bull. He wanted to know how the weekend house was too."
All right, let's find.
Yeah,
God
this is the
damn
same.
weekend house. Stupid.
You just wanted some commentary. I didn't want to watch somebody's stupid.
Kind of
Look at
seen
this
before,
stupid bitch. Look
but
at
I'm
it.
ready to
I'm
rock.
trying to
I'm
get
just
to the
playing. I
house.
don't know. You're creating stuff. You go.
Hold
you
on,
go.
Jesus Christ! Will you stop commenting?
Me? Me?
This is what the house is right here. A whole bunch of just party mess.
Right.
Again, how is that scary?
How are any of them scary?
This is just.
You're fully aware of what it is. You're a grown man.
It's a bunch of lights
yeah.
in a futuristic something. I don't know. It doesn't look appealing to me. Doesn't even look scary.
I'm gonna give you this. It really doesn't. But again, I don't expect to be
It looks
scared.
cheesy.
Yeah, I don't expect to be scared. I mean, my kids, like, sure, because it's kind of like, I don't know. To me, kids are the ones this is for the kids.
The person just snapped the neck.
Yeah, this house is for the kids for sure, which is fine with
Well,
me.
there was kids.
Like, and look, it costs money to run. Look at how much.
I know, but there was kids there at the park too.
I believe it, and that's why they have houses like this.
But this is just, this wasn't even worth my time.
Oh, Jesse would hate that. The strobes. Bull is Tuttle. You got called Tuttle.
Belly is Tuttle. That's
Belly is the one that called you Tuttle.
Belly's always been Tuttle.
I don't know. I think Tuttle's always been Tuttle.
But no, I really do. This house did not really interest me one bit.
Go ahead and put the brakes on that. That's fine. We won't give all the spoilers away. Stop playing.
People have already seen it anyways. These are people who are just filming it. This house is actually pretty good. This is really good, actually.
What is that?
This is Universal Monsters, and this was the one where the Wolfman and Dracula were fighting over Tutankhamun's.
So how is this any less of an argument for, like, how was that scary?
Because
There's some
it's different when you're actually in the house.
Yeah.
You know, on film it doesn't give it.
I have the same rebuttal to you about the weekend house now.
That's fine.
It's different when you're there.
Well, yeah, because when I was there, I mean, it was just like just a bunch of big concerts going on, and I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah, that's awesome. You don't like music, that's right.
No, I don't like music at all.
I don't think you do. If I'm being 100%, I really don't think you do.
No, I don't.
Which is fine.
I don't like
People
music
that like
whatsoever. I don't listen to it all day long.
I didn't
so.
say it's not like that, but not like.
No, I don't like that particular brand of music because that particular brand of music is really just sort of nothing but disco, futuristic.
Are you about to tell me about something that you've never tried again?
What? The Weeknd?
Right.
I don't really care about the Weeknd.
No, but you're missing the point. It's the same thing with the meatballs, buddy. It's the same thing with it's the same exact argument with the house here. It's like you're trying to say like something is terrible that you really have no verdict on. Like you can't even make a judgment.
Well, that's fine. But I can tell you this, that even looking at the film, I'm glad I didn't do it.
No, that's fine. I mean, that's fine there, but I mean, don't start going into why you hate Weeknd's music when you never listened to it.
Well, it's not, like I said, it's not. Yeah, I've heard them. I've heard them at the Super Bowl. I've heard them, here at the park because they're playing here at the park.
Yeah, hearing and listening are different too.
Well, in any case, the however you justify it, to me, it's just not my type of music.
No, you're justifying it. I'm being logical.
No,
you're justifying.
Am I justifying by saying that I don't like it? Okay. I didn't think justifying and saying that I don't like something is not.
You're justifying why you don't like it.
Well, because I don't like it.
Right.
I don't. Like I said, it's not my cup of tea. Just like some people like really hard, rock music that's like, screaming and hollering, which is fine. If you like that music, that's great. Cool. But I don't, that's not my particular brand of vodka,
Right. My point was about the specificity. How do you say that?
Specificity?
Specificity.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, I like that.
Specificity.
Anyway, you were trying to call out the Weeknd in particular, and you can't lump them in just because you feel like you know the genre, and then start talking.
Well, I didn't say I knew any genre.
Stop! I heard you. Now hear me.
Okay.
You can't just go ahead and say, "Oh, I hate the Weeknd because this or that," because that's not true. That's not true. You are judging him as a umbrella of what you assume his genre is, and then therefore calling it that, and you're making improper judgments.
What is his genre?
So to call him out specifically makes you look stupid.
What is his genre?
Because you'll start saying things that aren't true.
What is his genre or genre?
Well, his genre is R&B and hip hop.
Okay. Well, I didn't
into that and being like, they're all talking about big booties and bitches and stuff, and I don't want to hear that, and it's not what he's talking about.
No, that's not what I said at all.
Really stupid.
That's not what I said. No, I'm saying that's not what I said at all. What I said was What I said was no. What I said was it's just not my particular brand of music. Now, whether I was
eventually landed, yes.
Well, no, it's always been that way since we talked about it during Super Bowl time. I was never a fan of that music, and when I first heard it there, So regardless of
when
Michael
Jackson,
I like some of his music, yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's not that it's against him or not, because some people like him, some people don't. The Weeknd. I just, to me, it's just not my particular brand of vodka. Regardless of whatever you want to classify it as, it's just not my brand of music. Or I guess his artistry type of style is just not really, my cup of tea. You know what I mean?
So what kind of music do you like?
Well, I mean, I don't really venture to say I have one particular brand of music. I
venture to say you don't have any. Give me one.
Okay, well, I can give you a lot of them. Let's see. Let me go on here.
That's what I'm saying. Verdict is in, people.
Let's see, like from Rihanna to Seal, Sia, Shakira, Shaggy.
Naming people that this is actually an interesting list of people that you're saying.
Skrillex, Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, well, that's the it's done by Skrillex and Rick Ross.
No, you're talking about the Suicide Squad soundtrack.
Yeah.
And they do a song on it called
Smash Mouth. Let's see, SoFlo. I mean, the music that I have on my laptop is just songs that really sort of are catchy to me, and the ones that I liked.
Yeah, but now imagine we're getting into your car. What's playing right now?
Usually just talk radio.
I knew it. Bam.
Depending
slam dunk.
on what.
Can I get something in the chat?
Well,
Can I
it
get
also
anything in the
depends
chat?
on. I mean, it really depends
Some
on
hands
how.
up or something.
Hold on.
Some high fives. I don't know.
It depends on how I feel, in the moment. If I really want to listen to music or not.
All right. Quit justifying.
It's not. But mostly it's talk radio. So, because it's
That's hilarious.
Why? Why is that hilarious?
Because I called it. I just
Why? Wait. What is that? Why is that such a big deal? Because I listen to talk radio.
It's not a big deal. That's what I started this whole conversation with, 15 minutes ago, and then came around full circle to, bam, you were right.
Okay.
There we go. Got the high fives. Thank you, Lost Soul. Love it.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, really, does it matter what kind of music that I listen to?
It depends on if you ask somebody that likes music.
Okay, that's fine.
To me, it does.
Why?
Because I like music.
Well, I'm saying like you're not gonna lose sleep because of what I don't like listening to The Weeknd, right?
No.
Oh, okay, all right. I just want to make sure.
Not.
I didn't know if you're like.
It just tells me, you know what I mean.
It tells you what it is. It tells you that I just don't like his music. That's what it's saying.
I felt like I needed to know. Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's saying. I mean,
That's what it says to you, right? It might say something completely differently to me.
Well, no, because I mean,
You're not allowed to tell me what I think.
I didn't say that.
I know.
I'm just saying that it's what it says.
All right.
So yeah, the list goes on from different soundtracks to, Monday Night Football themes to
Little Ricky Martin and.
I don't know if I have Ricky Martin. I might have Ricky Martin in here.
How about remember?
No, for the track itself.
Oh, for like the
for this guy called
artwork
2SC.
or for the song or whatever.
For the song, yeah. So,
okay.
And I can't remember her name, to be honest with you. Too. That's
unfortunate.
Well, it was. I think back then she was like, just getting into it. I think she was.
You think so, Belly?
What?
I feel like I'm just getting started.
And then I think, if I remember correctly, I think she was like moving to Nashville or something like that to start like her own album or something like that. So, but that was a long time ago. That was craziness. But yeah, I just have very different of songs. My plethora or palette, if you will, of music just varies from, soundtracks to R&B to rock to hip hop or.
What do you like for rock? Let's hear a rock band.
Let's see. Probably.
Should we hold on? Should we put a vote in the chat?
I'm not sitting here trying to figure out what is what or who is who. You know what I mean? I like the music for what it sounds like.
Sure.
I could care less about. What I'm saying is, I could care less about which of this and that. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? If it sounds good to me,
because I'm the opposite.
No, I'm saying if it sounds good to me, then I'm going to add it to my playlist.
How large do you think your playlist is?
Oh, I think it's over 1,000 songs.
Jeez.
Like I've got Marilyn Manson.
All right.
Let's see what is the best of Marilyn Manson? Lost We Forget.
Okay. Yeah. The Long Hard Road Out of Hell. Sure. That was the name. That was the subtitle of the album. Yeah.
What a Wonderful World. Louis Armstrong. Lord. Lone Star. LMFAO is another one.
Right. Sure.
Let's see. Stranger Things. I think we lost Matt. Yeah. I think our time was up. All right, let's take a break real quick. When we come back, we'll get back into what my music palette is, or was, or however you pronounce it. So don't go away. Stay with us. This is the Social Reload Show. Be back in just a few short moments. Once I get this thing going, let me get it off of here and go to there. All right, you guys stay with us. We'll be back in a minute. Why is this playing? Huh. Now this ain't playing. Let's see. That should be playing. Nope. That's not playing. We'll do this one. Be back in a minute. Stay by. Bulls Radio Lounge Social Reload Show. How are you? What's going on?
You know, I
Yes,
thought
sir.
we were getting close.
Getting close.
Yeah, I thought it was about to happen, and then
It happened.
it happened, and I was like,
Yeah.
I knew it.
'Cause I
I knew it.
I didn't hear you on there. I was like, man, what happened to the guy? Because oh yeah, well
Yeah, I got
dumped
shot
down.
mid sentence.
yeah.
I found my bunker.
So going back to my by the way, before I get started, I want to tell you guys something that you might want to check out. It's Rick Danford's new movie, and it's
Rick
it's
Danford. Is that
called
the one that did that clown one?
I think so, yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Halloween, Death Walks Among Us. It's being filmed in production right now. In fact, I'm going to be filming next Sunday, I believe. He's going to give me a time for doing some drone shots, some Wally shots. So it's going to include, let's see, Zachary Vasquez as Peter Myers. I'm assuming that's the older, Myers, Michael Myers, right?
Okay.
Lexi Becca as Edith Myers. I'm assuming that's the mother. And then Novice Hansen as young Michael. And then Caitlin Kemp as young Lori. So
Okay.
so they're kind of recasting it, doing like a fan based move, and you can go to www.halloweenwalksamongus.com for all things you need for merch, buying the movie, supporting the movie, because it's a fan based film. It's not easy.
So it's a new take on Michael Myers and Halloween.
Yeah, it's John Carpenter's Halloween. It's
John Carpenter's Halloween.
yeah, that's who made the original one. John
I
Carpenter.
did not know that.
Yeah.
I do know that Rob Zombie did a hell of a job remaking it.
Yeah, but John Carpenter was a
I'm not
mastermind.
arguing that. I can't say yes or no to that unless I looked it up, and I don't intend to. So I'll take your word for it.
So, anyways, I'm looking it up right now just to be sure, but I know that's him. So, anyways, it's a fan-made movie, and I just lost power. Oh, because I'm not plugged in. Great. So, it's a fan-based movie. Go check it out. Go to www.halloween. What was it? The Halloween? Crap! I just had it on there, didn't I? I forgot.
Huh?
I had the thing on HalloweenDeathWalksAmongUs.com, and go check it out. And buy some merch, show some support. So
Hell, buy our merch. Show us some support.
that's right. But we've got some deals we're working on. Oh, shit, I'm trying to plug in my computer again. Lost power. Hold on.
What the hell is going on?
The bunker lost some power, so I gotta plug in my computer from my backup generator.
I don't even know.
Hold on.
My apologies for Bull and his lucrosity.
All right. But the bunker down here kind of lost some power, so I had to turn on the generator to get the computer back on.
Oh, good God.
So it's
Well.
Sonic kind of left. He was. I kind of fed him a lot of worms today, so.
Oh, geez.
He was kind of, a little bit on the fatter side. And, yeah, John Carpenter was a writer and director.
All right.
There you go. Sonic was sort of kind of fat-bellied. He had a bath. He had a manicure done. So...
Manicure. What are you doing? What are you doing to that poor thing?
You got to trim his nails, man. They get long. Those nails get long, and they can hurt them, and they could turn their toes, sideways. So you got to trim the nails every, about 3 weeks or so. And he doesn't really particularly care too much for it. So.
Yeah, no animal really does, do they?
Well, I'm getting him used to it. By kind of, touching his feet and stuff, stuff like that. But it's like, when you gotta stay still, he kind of fights with me and kind of takes a nip at me a couple times. So, which is always fun. So, when you're dealing with a pissed off diva hedgehog, so.
Pissed off fat ass rodent.
Those things get touchy, man. I gotta tell you, it's probably one of the most different exotic animals I've ever had. So it's not every day somebody has a hedgehog as a pet. By the way, gave him a bath too.
Okay.
You didn't find that odd?
Should I?
Well, before when I mentioned that between you and Belly, you're like, what? You gave him a bath? What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
So that's
Well,
why
you
I
gotta
was
be careful of mold and shit, right?
Well, that's when you're drying them off. You got to make sure.
Yeah, but how do you dry them off without
Hair dryer.
how do you get underneath the spikes and the quills
Hair dryer.
without? Huh?
Hair dryer.
Oh, sure.
I use a hair dryer to.
On cool.
No, I put it on. He likes it on warm, actually.
All right.
Yeah,
Don't burn them.
No, heck no. No, but the warmth, because the thing is that when you live up north, if you have a hedgehog, right, if it's too cold, right, then they'll go into this what's called a hibernation mode, and then you have to warm them up just to keep them alive, because their body will naturally go into that. So luckily here we don't have that problem, and he just likes the heat from the hairdryer.
All right.
So it works out pretty well. He doesn't mind it. He just sits there. I'm posting a picture of Sonic getting his quills dried after a bath. He's okay with the bath. He's just not really used to it too much, because I think he thinks that he's going to drown or something like that. So.
Well, don't drown him.
No, I don't put a lot in there. I put like up to his hind legs, and that's it. So, but he likes the warm water. I was putting it on his belly, and he was like, "Oh my gosh!" So, and he likes those.
Peeing all up in there.
Oh, he did. He peed a little bit in there. You can tell.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, little shit.
Little fucker.
Yeah, because he likes to poop at times too, and he doesn't say anything when he poops.
Doesn't what?
He's like he gets
I'm not doubting that.
He gets his little hind legs up and his tail sticks up, and he's just huffing and puffing away trying to squeeze it out.
And ready to go.
Yeah, he's trying to squeeze it out, and it's like, dude, come on.
Whoa.
You want a magazine? You want a Playboy? What?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so he's just like.
Don't be encouraging that.
You want a hedgehog Playboy? What's going on?
Yeah, right.
What? That means Bull accidentally pulled a plug with his primate feet. Maybe you should hold one, and then you tell me what's happening, because he'll poop on you too. So.
When you got toes like yours, Jesus.
Like mine? What are you talking about? What is toes gonna do?
That's what he was saying with your primate feet.
Oh.
Means you got like long finger-like toes.
Well, what does that have to do with?
What
does that have to do with talking about the hedgehog?
It had nothing to do with it. Remember, they're on a delay.
Oh. Well, catch up then, goddammit.
My goodness.
So anyway,
I'm trying to teach him.
He doesn't really like too much when I clip his nails, because I have to put him on his back and kind of hold his mouth away from my fingers while trying to hold his foot while trying to clip his nails without clipping his skin. So, because if you cut too far down his nail, you'll cut his cuticle. So.
Right. Same like dogs and stuff.
Yeah,
too.
but he'll try to take a nip at you though. He'll be like,
Same like dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be okay for a little bit, and then he'll, okay, you're gonna find this a little bit weird too, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. You kind of learn with a hedgehog about his different personalities, the way his body language is, if that makes sense. Like, you could tell when he's pissed off. You can tell when he's sort of having a bad day. You can tell when he doesn't want to be held, because when he doesn't want to be held, he'll try to just take a small little nip at you to say, hey, listen, I don't want to be pet. Does that make sense?
No, what does that mean?
What don't you understand?
I don't know. I'm asking. I'm actually wondering why you keep asking me if it makes sense. Yes, of course it does.
Okay, that's just me talking. So I've done it for years. Anyways, so basically, like, the animal itself will tell you like what its personality is. You can tell by its quills too. Different way his quills are positioned. Will show you like what kind of mood he's in. So you kind of learn like when he's having a bad day or a pissed off day, because he'll huff. Like tonight, when I took him out, he was not as huffy, not as puffy. He was really kind of chilled out and really cool, you know. But other nights that I've taken him out, he's sort of like, it's taken me a lot longer to kind of calm him down and chill him out, you know. And then on some nights, he's just like, he may nip at you just to say, okay, I'm done, you know, put me back in the cage. So that's, what's that?
Was that right on?
So, I mean, I guess it's with any animal. Well, I don't know. I mean, you couldn't really do that with like a spider, could you?
I wouldn't own a spider.
Well, I mean, hypothetically, I mean, could you train a spider to
I don't think so, no.
No? Okay. I mean, I'm just trying to
Could
think
be
of...
proven wrong, I assume, but I don't think so.
Yeah, because, I mean, a snake...
It seems like an untrainable kind of a thing.
Yeah, because a snake is almost the same thing, too. You don't know what kind of mood the snake's in, you know? So it could be...
I have a friend that owns a snake that says he can tell, in this, kind of in the same way that you're saying about the hedgehog, that that his snake has personality and stuff. He'll say that. I don't know if it's true, but I know that he says that. So we can. I
mean, Lola, she had a personality. My dog that recently died.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell when she was having a bad day. I mean, but and I would assume, because I don't own a snake. I mean, I think they're cool and everything, but I guess you would have to. I guess the ones that I've met, they're almost. Their owners told me that they were like cats. You don't see you don't really know what their personality is from day to day, and then you tell me that he can tell what their personality is.
He feels like he can,
which is great. I mean, which is cool. I don't know if he did research on the animal beforehand, but I mean, even the research that I've done with a hedgehog is that it'll tell you the different moods that they're in according to the quills, so
according to the quills.
Yeah, because the quills will be in certain position, like when they're laying flat on their back and they're real smooth, right? They're fine, calm, cool, collective. They're actually enjoying themselves. When they're up sort of pointed at you, like in a furrowed brow type of deal.
Okay.
They're sort of in a defensive type move, like, all right, you're getting a little bit too close, just warning you. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Or if they cover their entire bodies and look like sort of like a 3/4 of an eggplant looking shape, right? That means that they're in total defense mode, and they're really kind of
get away from me, buddy.
Right. And then when they're a ball and they have their quills like crossed, right? Then that means that, okay, now you're fucking with me and I really mean business, because next time it ain't gonna feel too good. And then their muscles will get really tight and they'll start clicking, and they'll hop and pop and click, and to try to scare away the whoever is trying to do it, So
right.
It's a trying animal, because you have to. It's one of the most challenging exotic animals that I've had, to be honest with you. I've had like rats, which they're actually not gross at all. They're actually, to be honest with you, in all seriousness, they're one of the most hygienic animals to date. Like the ones you get in the pet store, like the Russian blues, right? As pets, they keep themselves clean, like very clean. Like literally, you could sit there. Like my rule is always, when you handle an animal, you always wash your hands before and after, right? So, especially with exotic animals, because you don't want food to be on your fingers or whatnot, because they can sit there and like smell it and probably bite your finger or whatnot. But with these guys, you could sit there and I'd still wash my hands, but if you didn't, it'd be okay, because they just lick your finger and no big deal. And you could literally like not even worry about it, because like I said, they're very clean animals. They keep themselves hygienically clean, They give themselves their own baths, They they're very good with all different ranges of kids. They're very trainable, actually. So the ones that I had them go across my shoulders and back and forth, and they just sit up there and chill out. You know what I mean? So,
Sure.
So they're actually not as bad as one might think. And, the same thing could be said about spiders, too, because I don't really care for spiders at all. So those things.
I definitely don't consider them a pet.
Some people do.
I know.
I don't know how, like, what would you do with that?
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, same thing like a scorpion. Like, what would you do
Yeah.
with a scorpion?
Nothing.
Right. So, I mean, the only thing you could do is watch it eat, and that's it. Like I had turtles one time, and I tried to interact with the turtles. I tried to, hold them to get used to them, and stuff like that. But, they're just one of those animals that just sort of, you can't really get them trained to get used to, unless you get them like, maybe really early age and you handle them every day. You know what I mean? But
Sure.
on the flip side, they're just normal. Just they can take care of themselves. Like with hedgehogs, they're normally solitary animals. They don't need a companion or somebody to hold them or nothing like that. But since we've sort of domesticated them, it's they become a household pet. Kind of like a skunk. You can get a skunk as a pet too.
You can do a skunk as a pet.
Well, you can get them de-skunked.
I just don't see a point.
What do you mean?
I don't see a point in that.
I would like it because they say that they're like once they get like de-skunked, their attitude sort of change, and they're kind of like like big dogs, basically. And they'll play and run and jump and be curious, and like one person on YouTube has them as like a couple of them as pets, and they sleep with them and stuff like that. So
I don't know.
I mean, it's
Seems odd to me.
one guy has an alligator as a pet.
Again, nope.
I mean, he
Doesn't even make sense to me.
a buddy of mine told me like speaking about pets, this lady or this person, I can't remember if he was a guy or girl, but anyways, had an emotional support animal, right?
Okay.
And it was, I want to say it was an ostrich.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
Did we talk about this? Okay,
Yeah, I think I think that's nonsense.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense to me.
Now, mind you, I could probably sit there and say that, Sonic is my emotional support animal, but, I'm not going to do that.
Why would you?
Well, I mean, he is sort of comforting to, pull out on a
My goodness, don't you
bad
dare.
day. And just sort of like, what's up, Sonic? So.
Don't you dare.
But no, I couldn't have that. I mean, what am I gonna, I don't know. To me, that whole idea of, now mind you, I know an animal is an animal, regardless of a dog, cat, chihuahua,
Of course.
ostrich, chicken, dinosaur, whatever. But nevertheless, human. So what do you say? Like, if a person has a dog that's their emotional support animal, right, that's officially, right, and then you have, like, an ostrich
Bullshit.
that's officially an emotional support animal,
According
Right.
to.
huh?
According to
Well, whatever doctor they've seen, I don't know.
Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah, Dr. Feelgood, Habib, 2-for-1 slushy and a hot dog.
Slushy and a hot dog.
So, like, how do you say no to that while getting onto a plane?
Oh,
like,
easy.
do you
Easy.
sit there and say, sorry, you can take the dog, but you can't take the ostrich?
No. All that's nonsense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and then you get blasted for not complying with the disabilities of whatever maturity level they have, that think
That was
they
actually
need-
really that was really smart. Yeah, maturity level. I like that as a statement.
it's like, okay, you don't want a dog or a cat. I get it, but why a chicken? Why an ostrich? Why a? I guess that's going beyond the norm or beyond the box of what your normal cat and dog.
I just think people need to be stronger. Like I don't just like, in what world are you so weak that you need this animal to be around you at all times, or you're gonna freak the fuck out? Like there's a difference between a seeing eye dog and like, well, this is my support animal. No, this is your excuse for bringing him everywhere you go, and it's enough's enough.
I agree.
No,
on
I
that.
don't want your ostrich pooping on the plane.
Yeah,
Please
exactly.
move along.
I don't want to be sitting.
It's my support animal, and you must respect it. No, I must listen to you, apparently, because like they're telling me I have to hear you, but I don't. The answer is no.
Yeah, exactly. If I was a
want anything
captain
to
on
do with
that
it.
flight, I
It's
would
so
be
weird.
like, no, you're not
It's so
putting an
crazy,
ostrich.
man.
Because I don't know. I don't. I think the verbiage, of it is different because back in the day, like, kids used to carry like teddy bears and stuff like that as emotional support animal or, or whatever the case may be if that was the thing back then. But to get an ostrich or to get any
It's
animal
an
of
excuse.
that nature, I think is one of the most, like really, like what is, I know we keep going back to the ostrich, but what are these animals actually going to do for you? Okay, let's say you have a gator.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Like what,
Yes,
if
exactly.
you go into anxiety, because I've had a couple bad anxiety deals, right?
Yeah, what is your skunk gonna do for you?
Yeah, exactly. What is, okay,
Well, just being near me, it's just so nice.
right.
Okay.
You're petting it. That's great. If that helps you calm down,
Go
that's
breathe
great.
in a paper bag like a normal person and get back on the flight.
Well, I mean, it's different. I mean, it's different things for different people.
And actually, don't even get back on the flight. I'll sleep better without you here.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get back on the flight. You're a flight risk.
You are. Yeah, you're officially a flight risk.
But and that's what I mean. It's like, so if you have, this animal, and okay, let's say it's a spider, for example. How are you going to let this spider comfort you? I'm sorry. If you have a spider on the plane and I'm on the same plane as you,
If you have to ask, you don't get it.
you better not sit next to me. I don't care if your seat is assigned to me or next to me.
Her name is Sheila.
I don't give a shit. I will douse that thing with all kinds of
You
hairspray,
will
Raid.
respect her.
Yeah, I'll respect her enough when she's dead. That'll be a dead spider you got there,
Sheila will kill you, not even blink.
and then we'll think about what kind of emotional support animal it is. So, especially when it's doused with hairspray, because that's the only thing I could find.
Because that's the only thing I could find.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. What are you gonna do? Like, what happens if that thing gets loose? Or what happens if their emotional support animal is a black widow spider? It gets loose. Or these people with these snakes, they come on board and that thing gets loose. It's
Yeah, no, I don't want any-
I think we've gone to a point in our social structure that we've gotten out of hand, and I think chaos has ensued. And now we have to shelter to something that we can associate ourselves with physically. Because it's not just in the realm of a dog or a cat anymore. Now it's gone to a realm of farm animals.
But already, and I love my dog, and I own a cat.
Yeah.
I would never, or I just can't even fathom, like, oh my goodness, I'm freaking out. Where's my dog?
The only
And I love
time
my dog, and
right.
my dog would protect the shit out of me if something went down. But I am perfectly capable of handling this situation, and anybody is. It's a mentality thing. It's literally like, I liked your word maturity. Like, how mature are you to handle this situation? And if you're not mature enough, you damn sure shouldn't be owning a pet.
Yeah, I mean,
If
because
you can't handle yourself, how
right.
can you handle another living being?
Exactly, because
Another
like,
living ism.
Like with a hedgehog, it's not much of taking care of. You just gotta, clean out his bed and stuff
That's
like
got
that.
all kinds of weird paperwork with it. Like the answer is no to that
Yeah,
too. But like if you really must, go get you a support plant.
yeah, I mean something that's I don't know.
Something that still relies on you for life, but like if it dies, no big whoop. You
right,
know what I
and
mean?
then you got people who
Why
are sitting
pressure
there.
yourself with this extra anxiety?
Right.
If that's what you're worried about with of another living ism. Like the answer is just
Right, and
What the
that's the thing, because even if you go against the grain,
go eat a bowl of peanuts because these are the same people that peanuts.
even if you go against the grain, right? You got people out there who'd be like, "Well, you're wrong for saying that." It's like, no. For one, he's nobody's wrong for saying that because that's the opinion. For two, we are, going up creek without a paddle.
Yeah.
And it's happening every day. I mean, just look at how many shootings we've had in the last couple of days. Look at how many, people have lost. When is it all going to stop? When are people going to stop caring so much about,
Nothing.
about nothing? Like these statues and stuff here in Tampa that people threw a fit about. Who gives a shit? Is it bothering you enough to sit there and not go to sleep at night? Or you wake up, are you walking around pacing yourself because you can't fall asleep because a goddamn statue that you probably only seen once in your life has nothing to do with anything?
I mean, well, these are the same people that are offended by the American flag right now and say,
Yeah,
"Oh, I
exactly.
feel threatened." What are you
Threatened
talking
about what? The
Remember
American
9/11 and everybody and their mom
Yeah.
had 18 flags strapped to their asshole.
Exactly. I still have my flags hanging outside the bunker every day.
Well, of course, but I'm just saying, like, it's about. It just seems like it's like a bandwagoning mentality.
Exactly.
Like everybody's just jumping on whatever the hot ticket thing is right now.
And that's what
And then
it
tomorrow
was.
it'll be something new, and they're all like, "Oh, this thing,"
Yeah.
and it's okay. So, but what is your actual cause? What are you standing for? Ask that guy.
Yeah.
He knows.
He knows what's going
You
on.
get to that guy, and he's like, "Oh, ask her. I don't know."
And that's the thing. It's like people, just like you said, they jumped on the band here, and here's where I'm probably going to offend some people, right? I alone, when 9/11 happened, was distraught just like everybody else was. Okay, and I still, even to this day, still fly the American flag, right? But a lot of people, like you said, started having flags on. You can see flags on down every street. And now you look at it and there's no flags. What happened? What happened to that? What happened to your patriotism?
Well, because the flags are scary. Unless they're
If people are
actually oriented
listening,
flags.
if people are listening to something like that, they're dumb and naive themselves.
Yep.
Because if let's just say if the person's in their 30s and they go, hey, you know what? The flag is offensive, or what was it you called it?
Offensive, yeah.
Offensive? Is that what you called it, right? The American flag
Is what?
being offensive?
Yeah, offensive, right.
If a person in their 30s are doing that, or just now jumping on board with that, my thought would be like, well, what happened to the rest of your 29 years? Did you forget about what the flag stood for? Did you forget about what it meant when you said the pledge the American flag in school? Oh, wait, no, that's out the
They
window.
forced me to say that.
Oh, yeah, that's
PRP.
right, because they pulled a gun on you and said, here, repeat this after me.
I mean, I'm not going to say that they didn't tell us to say it, because they definitely did.
Well, I'm not debating that.
But
What I'm
every
debating
country
is
does.
I'm debating is like what happened is to your patriotism.
Right. Every country has a flag, and they're all proud of it,
Right.
and they all say some kind of a salute to it.
Well, yeah, but if you're going to sit there and gladly show it because of 9/11, one of the worst days in
And they
American
all
history.
profited off of some kind of slavery, and still do, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
think that you're free. Crazy. The answer is no.
No, I mean nobody's free. I mean
Nobody's free.
we.
You're crazy.
It's a matrix.
No, not even. Come on, man. I'm saying something real. You turn it into child nonsense.
But no, it's. I understand what you're saying, and it's very, to me. I don't particularly care for it because like I said, if you're going to show your patriotism on 9/11, you should show your patriotism, everywhere, all the time. There might be some bad deals going on and whatever the case may be, but look at it this way, at least the sun comes back up tomorrow, so
Hopefully, till it doesn't.
yeah, you're listening to us. So
Till it doesn't. But
I don't know. I think people just take things a little bit too seriously, and they don't think logically.
it's a conundrum because it's at the same time not serious enough. Like they're literally looking at the wrong things and taking
Yeah.
that too seriously, and then like the things that actually matter, they're like, oh no, you should do away with anything that has to do with that because that's a system of oppression. No, it's not, man. It literally works this way because this is the way it works.
Right.
This is how we've been civilized and come to be like a leader and all these things. Like is because we had to do something. We had to try.
Right. Well, I mean, you have to have some sort of order. I mean, you can't just have, wild chaos in the streets. You know what I mean? And some people make the argument that, freedom of speech, which is true. You do have freedom of speech, but it's limited. You can't make threats to the president. You can't, sit
You
there.
shouldn't make threats to anybody. I think that it should be said like you have it within reason because everybody should just you don't want to disrupt the herd. The
Right,
answer is,
exactly.
like we're all here together. We should all work together to make it better, not like actively try to bring each other down to make it worse. Like that just doesn't even make any
No.
sense.
No.
Where are you going to go from there? Okay, now everybody's beaten down. Now what?
And that's what people.
Now what? Now what do we do?
Right, and that's what people think.
Everybody's wrong. Everybody hates everybody. Now what?
Yep. There's nothing you can do. It's like whatever, because you try to sit there and make a valid argument to some of these people, and they don't want to hear it, because all they hear is what I guess their logic dictates, if that makes sense. But I don't know, to me some of it doesn't, because it's like your logic just doesn't explain your actions. So it's the world we live in.
It is
That's-
the current world we live in, and only we can do something about it, or do nothing and watch it fall apart.
Well, I mean, what can you do at this point? These people who are growing
talk.
up, and these,
We communicate.
yeah, well, true, but I mean, still,
we come to a general consensus together as a unit and say this is fucked up.
yeah, that's
Change
true.
it, or world, or that's the whole reason we had an American Revolution and a Civil War.
Yeah,
Is because we didn't agree with the things that the government was saying was okay, and we said, hey, we got something to say about it, and they said fuck you, and we said no, fuck you.
that's right. The Tea Party.
So I'm not saying like I'm not trying to fearmonger and be like everybody should just be ready for war. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that we need to, as a people, agree on something would be nice.
Yeah,
Just agree on something, and that's that this
Something.
whole thing is a mess.
exactly. It's you got one person over here fighting one person over here fighting one person over here.
Because until we do, no solution can be there will be no solution.
No,
Because nobody will come to a consensus on anything.
Exactly, because nobody has any bright ideas. And
Even a
then,
general consensus. I'm not even asking for like overwhelmingly like everybody should agree, but I mean they should, in my opinion. But that's an opinion, right?
yeah,
So you can't force it. Like you say, you can't force everybody or anybody
Nope.
to say anything or think anything. But I mean, ideally, like look around.
it's
It's not okay. It's not better, and it's not getting better. And the more we divide, the less better it even has an opportunity to be.
and that's
So
true. Because I think we're tearing each other apart, and that's the
That's
problem.
exactly what we're doing.
And people don't realize it. I mean, I'm not saying we all have to sit there before we run out of time. Are we coming back for a third?
No, I'm over it.
Okay. So before we sign off, then I'm cool about change. Sometimes people don't like change. I'm good with it. Change is going to happen no matter what, whether you're ready or not. So let's just I don't know. How do we? I don't know. Do we say let's take care of each other? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, just love each other. I mean, really, the age old Jerry. What was his name?
Jerry Springer. Take care of
Springer, there
yourself
it is,
and
yeah.
take care of each other.
Age old Jerry Springer. Just love each other. Just be
Yeah.
good to each other. Like it was the
Yeah.
one good thing that he ever did or said, and it was just love each other, man. There's no reason for us to hate each other. We're over here just trying to accomplish the same stuff, and the more we work against each other, the harder it is for each other. The worse our life
Yeah,
is.
we're just trying to survive. You know.
Everybody is.
Yeah. Nobody's different.
Nobody
So-
Anyway.
I got you.
That's
All right,
the
my
same
man.
old thing that everybody's always said, but does it ever work? No, nobody's ever listened.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Matt the Savior. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chewy Roxy, executive producer of the channel.